What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here. Welcome back. Well, welcome back. Welcome to Minecraft. We're just going to do a little fun single video, I think, for this world, because I don't want to get too into it and try to make a big series out of it. This is chunk by chunk. This is a mod pack that Legundo put out a few years ago, I believe. I've never played it, but I've seen the video that it's mentioned in a couple times. Looks like we got two kinds of trees. And it's kind of neat. So the way this works is you spawn in on a single Minecraft chunk. And then from that one chunk, you can slowly expand your world. You see there's water and stuff down there. Nothing. There's like a cave or something right below me there. All right, this seems like a good start. A good start. Hopefully we get some seeds from the grass. Because right now, so the idea of how this world is that, I guess I said it, the world slowly expands. But in order to expand it, we need to find and use an item that spawns in a new chunk. And I've decided to go full chaos. There's a bunch of settings that you can do in this mod. The ones that I've got set have made it so that it's pretty consistent where we find this chest that spawns in with each chunk. And inside that chest is an item that is really, really randomized. The item is an unstable chunk spawner, which means that it'll spawn, if we use it on the edge of a chunk, it'll spawn a chunk right next to this one. But it won't spawn the chunk that's supposed to be right next to this one. I don't even know what the algorithm is for how it gets to the chunk. But it seems to like pick a random biome and then like find a chunk in the world seed and then load that. Because I've gotten, in my testing world, I've gotten some weird combinations. So first things first, we got to get ourselves established up here. Oh man, I don't even have replay mod, do I? No. So because I'm playing on this mod pack, I did not want to faff around with all the extra nonsense that comes in with various, what do you call it? I don't want to mess around with the mods. Like trying to change it. There's 97 mods installed in this mod pack. I'm not going to try and add another one and have everything break. This doesn't seem worth it. So for replay mods in this, or for cinematic shots in this episode, we'll just have to go into spectator mode and then fly around and feel cool like that. That's the reason I have cheats enabled for this world. So let me tell you the other rules that I'm playing on for this world and how I've kind of decided I want to limit myself. I am going to play with 3 lives, so not hardcore, but if I die 3 times, I'll delete. Well, that'll be the end of it. I might not delete the world. I might share the file with y'all, but because it'll be pretty small, because it won't be that many chunks. So I've got 3 lives. I'm playing on hard, but not hardcore. And I added one extra thing, which is that I get to keep my inventory when I die. That's an experimental rule that you can turn on in any world that you make, actually, in Minecraft these days. And I find it's convenient, because a lot of times when you die, it's because something dumb happened. Especially in a skyblock type world like this, where you can easily just fall into the pit. It's annoying when you fall off because of a dumb mistake and you like lose your one bucket that you had put together, things like that. So I kind of, I don't want to have to deal with that. It just makes it a little more fun for me. That's really the best reason to use any rule when you play. It just makes it more fun for me. All right, I guess we'll go wooden axe, wooden, that, what are you trying to make here, sir? Wooden axe, wooden pickaxe. I'll chop down the rest of these trees. Hopefully we'll get some oak saplings. There's no such thing as a, wait, is there? No, there is dark oak saplings, aren't there? They're just kind of a crappy tree type because they don't drop very many saplings from the leaves, and they require 4 to grow, if I remember correctly. It's like the worst of both worlds. At least the jungle and spruce trees that grow giant spawn plenty of wood and plenty of leaves. But these require 4 saplings, and they don't even have a guarantee of giving you enough back to grow another one. Speaking of which, we got 6 birch saplings already, so I think we're good on the tree front. We're not going to have a no wood challenge starting after the first tree dies, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and chop down all the trees up here, and then I'll probably grab just enough cobblestone. Let me do it now, actually. Where's going to be the best point to enter downhill? I guess we can go... You know what I would like to do is I'll do it over that water down there, so that if I fall off while I'm mining down over here, I'll have a shot to actually get back up by landing in that water. Yeah, this one lower spot right here looks like it's kind of perfect. Best part about these one chunk worlds is I can just look down and know, like, yep, I'm not going to fall in lava. I'm good. I'll just go down a little bit and I'll dig in. I just need enough cobblestone to make my first furnace so that I can turn some of this wood into charcoal and make a few torches. Like most worlds with really tiny areas like this, the enemies are going to be really, really concentrated because all of the mob spawns, all the valid locations for mobs to spawn are going to be in this one chunk, you know? Oh, and something else I should add, and this is a rule in the mod that you can turn on and off. You cannot, I'm right-clicking, you cannot place blocks outside of the chunks. So if I want to build something that's bigger than one chunk, I got to spawn enough chunks to make room for it first. I think that's kind of a cool rule. It also means that you're really limited in where you can go, but limitations breed creativity. I'm hoping to do something fun with this world. I'm also going to try and keep the chunk boundaries pretty distinct and obvious. So if I build something that, like, this is an idea I had. If I build something like maybe a house that crosses from a woodland chunk into a savanna chunk, I'll switch the wood from oak wood to acacia wood at the chunk border, so that even the house looks like it got split by the chunk lines. I just think that's a cool idea. I want to do some builds that cross the chunk borders and change how they are when they do. All right, I'll just leave that hole there for. I'll just leave that hole there for my later use. Reminds me of college. Let's go ahead and start roasting, shall we? I almost burnt my saplings. That's not what I want to do. Oh, and this over here is not too many items. The old beta mod that lets you just take whatever item you want and put it in your thing. This is just enough items, which is a great name for the mod. It's a recipe book. It just tells you how to make all the stuff over here. I'm not sure how to make it go away. Cheat mode enabled. Oh my god, I didn't even know that was there. JEI, just enough items. Nice. And now with the wait, I don't have the recipe for torches. Hello? That's weird. Why am I not? My god, Steve is pretending not to know how to make torches. Funny thing is, I don't actually need to torch up this top area because it's all so close to me that nothing can spawn here. So, it's no worries. Our first night is falling. It's nice to play a Skyblock-esque world where I don't have to worry about having limited dirt. You know? Because, I mean, whatever chunk we spawn in, doesn't really matter what biome it's from, it's going to have dirt in it. Even if it's a desert biome, there's dirt pockets underground. So, what I'm doing right now is just making the chunk as boring as possible for the thumbnail. Hey, I'm being honest with you. I want to make the chunk totally flat and square. And then I'm going to take a picture on it and use it for the thumbnail for the video. And then maybe, maybe I'll take a picture when I'm done of everything. And then I'll put one on the left and one on the right, and I'll put a red arrow. Oh, I'm gonna fucking put a red arrow in this thumbnail. Oh, man. I've never been so excited about an idea in my entire life. Well, it's nighttime. I'm waiting for grass to grow and trees to grow and, you know, stuff to happen. I guess what I'll go ahead and do is make a chest here. I'll just have my inventory just be floating up here. So, to get ourselves down to... Yeah, it's this side that has the water. The the chest. So let me tell you about the chest. The chest has settings. And in those settings for the mod, I have changed where the chest can appear. It can only appear at a height of 0, 1, or -1. So there's a 3-block range where the chest might be. Right now we are up. I can't hit F3. Oh my god, we are up at 124. Must be an alpine biome. What biome is this? Birch forest. That's just a really high one. 124 is still high in Minecraft, right? I don't remember. I don't know what the build limit even is anymore, like 300 something? It's like trying to tell how many Pokemon there are. It keeps going up. So we have to get down over 100 blocks, down to Y level 0, and then mine around in the chunk to try and find this chest, which is just a single wooden chest buried in the earth somewhere. But when we find it, oh, we'll get the reward, which will be spawning in 2 new chunks. So I think what I'm going to do is mine straight down one side. I mean, there's a couple options here. The faster and more resource-intensive way is to mine straight down and just make a bunch of ladders to climb up. But that takes a lot of wood. I don't know if we have... Like, if I took like half of our wood and turned it into ladders, yeah, it's like 24. We need 124. So we would need to basically... Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's not use all of our wood, because that seems unwise. But yeah, 48, that'll do it. We'll leave the rest up here. And then we'll let trees grow while we're gone. I guess there's no reason not to just put a dark oak one down here somewhere. No, you know what? I don't like dark oak. Maybe we'll grow it later. Okay, so I just need pickaxes and ladders, and yeah, we can just go straight down. The beauty of the side chunk is I don't have to worry about digging straight down. All right, and yeah, down we go. Oh, I'll put a torch here because something might spawn in there if we're far enough away vertically. But until then, I guess I'll put the ladder on the side in here so that I can have entrances going in like that. Well, we're going to head down. Down, down, down to Y level 0. Of course, we're only going to make it about 50 before we have to go back up and cut more trees, but I kind of just want to get to this little item of interest that I see down here. What is this? It's like it's the very edge of a cave or a drop shaft. They got cut off here. Oof! Okay. That was a slightly longer drop than I was expecting. I should have looked further ahead. There's water down there below us. Ooh, there's some copper right there too. Oh, this reminds me of that Against the Wall game that I played ages and ages ago. Vertical Minecraft would be an interesting concept. Alright, well, let's pillar our way back up, shall we? Just hold down shift so you don't drop down the ladder. And then go back and forth between block, ladder, block, ladder, block, ladder. You'll never guess what comes next. If memory serves, iron is actually more common up in the tippy tops of mountains. So it may be to our benefit to lean our head over the side of the chunk and see if we can find any exposed iron down there. Ooh, it's like dizzying, isn't it? Isn't it awful? I think I see coal directly beneath us here. Just kind of scanning the stone for any irregularities. I think maybe there's some gravel there. Yeah. Yeah, that's gravel, I think. Just a couple blocks down below. I wonder if there's a cave there. Well, you know what? Let's find out. We'll go down on the corner. Oh! Okay, yeah. Well, maybe digging straight down is still kind of a bad idea. Yeah, it looks like there's just a big gravel pocket here. I wonder how it spawned with enough room to fall and like have air around it. In any case, I don't see iron yet. Oh, still don't see any over there. I think maybe there's some coal down there. It looks kind of darker. I don't have the mod that lets me zoom in on stuff, or this would be really easy. Oh wait, is that... I can't tell if my brain is... I can't tell if I can see more facing this way or facing this way. They both feel awkward. It's very vertigo-inducing. Trigger warning, acrophobia. That's fear of acrobats, if you didn't know. I got an apple from one of those dark oak trees, so we're not hungry yet, which is good. I'm playing on hard, so I think I can die from hunger. I don't remember. It's rarely ever relevant, it seems like. I'm mining around up high, just randomly, to see if I can run into an iron vein, because I would love a bucket and an iron pick to be able to gather any good minerals I find on the way down, but so far I've not found iron or coal or nothing. Well, there's some coal down there. Just over the side, it looks like. Oh, I was so close. Just one piece. Yeah, it's right on the edge of a vein, I think, but it looks like there's more right down there. I guess we are doing a zigzag diagonal staircase. Oh, it's beneath me now. Okay. I'll go back this way. Yeah, free coal. So much better than having to sacrifice my precious logs for charcoal. They're not rare, they just take a while to make. One of the difficulties with this map, as opposed to a skyblock type map, is because I can't build outside of these chunks, which right now is just this one chunk. I can't go and build like 20 blocks away on a platform and make a mob spawner to just let the mobs burn and then collect their drops the next day. If I wanted to do that, I would have to go 24 blocks up and build a platform for monsters to spawn on, and then go up there and collect their drops once the sun comes up. But I'm not really interested in having a mob spawning platform directly above the only place I can be right now. Just doesn't seem worth it. Alright, with the trees that I have cut, I believe we have enough sticks and ladders to make some substantial progress. I don't think we'll make it quite down to 0, but we'll get close. So, let's head down. Really the goal is to get iron first, because I need an iron pick in order to collect any of the valuable minerals that we might run into further down. Oh god, I just realized that these little narrow bits are technically big enough for mobs to spawn in. I should... well, I guess I did fill in the one up there. Alright, let's look out and see. We're going to hit water before we hit anything else, so just keep digging. I don't know why, but below a certain Y value, it just gets dark down here. Like the ground changes color. I don't know what that is. What Y value even is that? Like 64 maybe? 61. Oh, it's ocean level. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. Ooh, that water is close. Ooh, I see. Is that moss? Do we have a deep cave? What are those called? They're like a lush cave. Do we have a lush cave? I think we might. Oh, that definitely looks like moss to me. All right. Hell yeah, lush caves are cool. We're going to get some clay. Maybe we'll get an axolotl friend. There's definitely a zombie around here somewhere. I'm going to hear his ass. Now we have to figure out the best way. I did decide to dig down directly over it, so I guess we'll just see. I'm expanding to 2 blocks wide now, so I can be slightly safer. Yeah, I don't want to hit that water and immediately go one-on-one with a zombie. But I'm getting the feeling that's what's going to happen here. Okay, he's in there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Alright, this is fine. Alright, 1 off the edge, 1 dead. I still hear zombie. Okay, hopefully that's just him swimming downward. Oh, so slowly making his way downtown. Alright, and because it's literally 1 chunk, the cave is not super big. Oh, We just got a little piece. Just a little piece of lush cave here. But hey, we got a glowberry. What am I? Oh, I'm in water. What am I in? Oh, I'm in water, of course. Plop. All right, well. It's cool, I guess. One glowberry. Add that to the list of things that we now have. As well as some clay and some water. That's it. I still don't see any iron. It was wild. How thick is the... Oh, just one layer thick of moss? What am I supposed to use for moss? Is it a hoe? A sword? It's probably a hoe. Well, that was a little underwhelming, but one less place for mobs to spawn, so that's good. Let's figure out where we're coming from here. Yeah, right there. I want to make it out of something a little more substantial than moss before we continue southward. I do kind of want to leave at least some of this water. Let me do this. We've got plenty in here, so we don't have to worry about not having infinite water. That's another thing where this is different from a skyblock world. Like, how can we run out of water? We'll just spawn another chunk. Like, we'll be fine. So we'll continue downward, and now we'll have a veil of water on the side of us to protect us from falls. And you know what we can actually do? We can go for a fucking swim. Let's see what's down here. Looks like... Oh, hello. There's a cave entrance over there. I see... Is that deep slate or tough? Okay, well there's iron, first thing. Let's make a stop for that. Just gonna... Oh, you know what I should do? I should dig it behind the water. Okay, I made it behind the waterfall. And I'm hearing a good number of enemies. Oh, they're all down there. Oh, and there's one right there. But not for long. Ha ha! Knocked him right off the edge. Perfect. Okay, looks like we've got another miniature cave that we bumped into here. But hey, we got some iron out of it. This isn't even what I saw. There's more over on the cliff side, so... Cool, we'll have an iron tool for when we go down to the very bottom. Fortunately... Whoop! Oh, the skeleton's fighting the zombies. That's perfect. Yeah, get his ass, boys. Oh, they got him. They got him. Alright, I don't have food to heal myself, so I'm going to try and do this without getting hit at all. But, you know, easier said than done. Can I reach you? Yes. Come stand on this block where your friend was. You're not the smartest, are you, Mr. Zombie? Alright, cool. Oh, I heard a spider. I'm interested in finding the spider because I would love to gather enough string for a bed. Unfortunately, regular passive mobs spawning, like sheep, is going to kind of be a pain, I think, because we're not going to have a whole lot of space for them to appear on. So it's going to be tough for them to just randomly spawn in, because they have a very low spawn rate. More cave down there. Ooh, yeah, okay. See you guys later. Alright, well, we've made it down to... Oh, why 6? Okay, this is close enough for us to start digging around. I don't want to... Well, you know what? We made it down this far because we took a waterfall shortcut. Oh, there's the spider. I kind of want to try and reach him if I can. Yeah, this will work. What? Who hit me? And how? What the fuck? Was the spider, like, reaching up? Even though he was under the platform? There's no skeletons. I don't understand how that happened. Ooh, gold. Also a good variety of different blocks here. We got diorite and, what is this one? Granite, I think? Yeah. Nice. Alright, so we need to get down to Y level. I think we want our feet on Y level 0. Because then, when something spawns in, it can be at it'll be under our feet, or at our head. So basically we can dig at one depth and be sure to find what we're looking for. Wow, lightning storm. What are the odds of getting a lightning storm so early into a world. All kinds of mobs down there. Yeah, it's gonna be bad because on worlds like this, they're really small. The mobs get really concentrated. Oh boy. Oh my god, there's even Enderman. Oh, there's a zombie villager down there. Oh man. You know what? No. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to try and get the zombie villager. For one thing, I would definitely get killed. For another, villagers, they're not going to be impossible to get in this map like they are in Skyblock type maps. So, I mean, eventually we'll spawn a chunk from a village, right? Eventually, it's got to happen. I guess I got to go 3 blocks further down. And then we'll start digging around. But I may want to go up and chop trees and things first. So I don't have any sticks to make torches with. And that's going to be important for down here. So let's go for a swim. Oh, you know what? We can collect this iron that was here too. Alright, we're getting ambitious. Woo! Just jump out the side. Oh, hi, fish. Oh, bye, fish. Hmm? Did my furnace just disappear? What the hell? Did it fall off, or did it actually just disappear, like it didn't get picked up? That was weird. Alright, just took the thumbnail shot, now I gotta put all my trees back. I have a layout that I like to use for 1 chunk size tree farms. That gets just 12 trees in the center. Or I suppose it's 16, isn't it? Assuming you can aim properly. And then you can expand out to more if you have more trees that you'd want to grow. That's which I suppose I should likely do. Even if some of the saplings fall off the edge, probably still worth it just to get more wood out there. Yep, this is where my ladder is. Perfect. So, plonk, we'll put that down. Now, I believe I've cooked up some iron. I should probably make some more than that, because I'm going to want a bucket in order to bring some water around. And then I'm going to need some iron tools here, so we'll let that cook. Let him cook, and then we'll head down to start mining around on Y level 0. There's a skeleton rapidly dying near me. I suspect there's lava. Ah! Hello, sir. This is why I prepared a shield. I got the feeling that I might have to clear out these chumps in order to get down there. Well... Ow. What just happened? Did I get hit by a spider through a wall? Oh! Somebody's hissing. I think I am getting hit by a spider through a wall. They're, oh, they fell. Nicely done, guys. Their hitboxes are kind of weird. I don't see anybody directly beneath me here. Whoop. Just get rid of him. Oh, spider. Well, I don't think the chest is going to be too hard to find. You good, bro? Okay. He's just hanging out up there. Let's go ahead and get him. Oh, oh, his friend saw me. Shit! Ooh, that was close. Alright, I have nothing to eat. Time to bail. I wanted to get out of here before I get hit by a skeleton and die. Well, I got a heart and a half back. It's not a lot. I think we're going to have to hope that we can get some bread from this couple bones we got. So I got 2 bone meal, so I need seeds first and foremost. So let me just clear off a quarter of this. Yeah! Alright. Come on, wheat seeds. None. Oh. Still none. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna have bad luck, aren't we? Let's try again. Hiya! There's 1 wheat seed at least. Alright, let's do 1 more. There's a couple more. 3 more. 4 more. We only got 8. Holy cow. That was way more than I thought. Alright. Perfect. I'll make a tiny farm. Put that right there. We'll plant some seeds. I love it. I love it. And then, you know what? We'll accelerate some of them. So hopefully those 3 will grow up before too long and we can eat some bread. I think I have 1 other piece of food, which is that glowberry. But I do not want to eat that. I want to grow more glowberries from it. But I know that takes a long time and it needs a lot of vertical space. So I think the wheat is going to be the faster way to go. All right, I've only got 2.5 hearts, but I think I can get to where the chest is without anybody bothering me. 'Cause I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm just looking around here. There should be less mobs now. And also, I cleared that upper area and lit it up. So, okay, we got a zombie over there. That's not a big deal. Alright, come on. You found your way up once, bud. Alright. We'll go cautiously. But boldly. Alright. And then am I going to get immediately sniped? It's going to be close. Oh, I can't reach it. Crap. Don't. Oh, oh. Did he see me? Oh, oh, yeah! Did he see me? What do you think? Well, that's one way to refill your health bar. So impatient. I didn't even have my shield. Why did I make the shield, man? Okay, this time for real. Let's actually grab the damn thing. I don't even know where he went. He just despawned. He gave up. Alright. Boom. And we'll leave the chest there to help us remember that we got it. Any chunk in a void. Interesting. Alright. So, we are down here at Y level. Well, actually, we're at negative 16. We might want to go up. Actually, let's go up. We'll spawn in new chunks from the very top. Part of the reason is, well, actually, do I even want to spawn in new chunks yet? I want to go diamond hunting first. Yeah, let's go diamond hunting first. So we'll do it on this side first, since I already have water over here. But all this consists of is we're going to go swimming. All the way down to the bottom here. Look at this. There's a little tiny piece of deep dark in here. Now we're putting a torch on that for fucking sure. I grab my iron pick. Oh, don't know how I ended up over there. And what we'll do is we'll just go all the way down low so we can see all of the rock. And we're just going to look for diamonds. I didn't see any on this side. But we've got 3 other sides that we can access. Oh, that looks neat. Yeah, look at this. There's another little cave piece here. Crap, I don't have what I need to make torches. That's annoying. Oh well. But, yeah, I'm not seeing any diamonds exposed on the side of the world here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up to the very top, and I'm going to drop a bucket over the side. Well, I'm going to pour water over the side. Because although I can't build blocks outside the chunk, I can have running water run outside of the chunk. And I'm going to dive down on each of the 4 sides. And we'll look and see if there's any exposed minerals that we want. Diamonds would be probably ideal, but, you know, I'll take gold and lapis and redstone too. Boom. Side number 1. Let's go swimming. I see coal and iron. Nice. Nothing too crazy yet. Just to make sure we don't overswim our water and drop faster than it is. Nothing too exciting yet. Why does it look like it's going to hit something? No, it's not. Oh, there's more lush cave coming out over here, though. It's good to know. Still not seeing... Oh, I see a cave. Need to be cautious here. Oh, I already lit this one up. It's part of that lush cave that we found. All right, cool. Continuing downward. Another little spot here. That's fun. Don't see any diamonds, though. We'll keep looking. Yep, and here's that cave we explored just a little while ago. Dive, dive, dive. Oh, there's diamonds. Hell yeah. Just 1 block out of sight. How wild is that? Okay, I gotta do this without my head being in the water, otherwise I get the underwater mining debuff and I mine really slowly. Boom, give me that diamond. There's 1. What else is down here? Looks like another cave. Not interested. Alright, nothing on this side. Let's check the other side on the way up. Just kind of scanning the stone as we go for any free goodies. Oh, we got some lapis lazuli over there and some redstone. I lied, I'm not going to stop and get those. I just want diamonds. Alright, well, it looks like our haul is 1. Let's swim up and we'll check the next side. I mean, I guess I could stop for this giant coal vein that I'm swimming right past. Well, I've checked all 4 sides now, and I have a grand total of 1 diamond. It's literally the only one I found. But that's fine. Alright, I think it's time. Why do I have a stripped log? Get out of here. Accidentally made that. I think it's time for us to spawn in another chunk. In fact, I think it's time to spawn in 2 more chunks. I think I'll put 1 on each side of this one in like a line. Well, I guess let's see what the first one is first. This is the side of the chunk that's the least interesting, I think, so we'll cover it up. So we're going to want to pay close attention here. We put it down, right-click on it, and watch closely. Oh, it's a beach chunk. Look at that. It's way down there. Yeah, this chunk's really tall. Okay, so we got some water down there. Cool. That chunk will be, it'll be easier to get to 0 and find more spawners. And with it being water on top, there's going to be water on, like a skirt of water around the whole edge of it. So it'll be really easy to check the edges of it. All right, cool, cool, cool. And then I think... Let's put the next one on this side. Caves, ravine. Oh, nice. And it's just some grassland. Okay. Well, our world just got a little bit bigger. Yeah, I can land in 2 block deep water. Doesn't hurt. Oh, that one up there is a little bit higher than sea level. Okay. Well, cool. This one had a lot of water in it, too. It looked like there was a cave under here. Yeah, that's neat. Not a whole lot to do with that, but... Ooh, it is cool. I do like underwater cave. It is neat looking. Oh yeah, this one's got some lava in the bottom half. Oh, hey Skelly boys. Oh, that one's got a nice cave in it too. But it's going to be an actual above water cave. We'll get some mobs spawning in there for sure. Oh, and there's a mine shaft there that I just noticed. I didn't see that while it was spawning. Alright, cool. Those can have some neat stuff in their chests. Alright, alright. Well, we've got some more places to explore now. So my question is, what height are we at here? 26? Okay. We're not lucky enough for the chest to be in a cave, just out in the open again. Not quite. It's usually right around where the deep slate starts that we're going to have to be looking for our chest. So it looks like for this one we're going to have to dig around a bit. Try and find a good spot to inject ourselves. Let's climb. Well, climb. Let's swim back up. Whoop! See you later, fish! You know, maybe for food I should just go fishing. I'm reticent to use my string on anything other than wool. But, because having a bed is going to be nice. Because I think tonight is the night that phantoms are going to start coming. Every time phantoms spawn, I'm reminded that I don't like the average Minecrafter. Because people voted for those things. What were you thinking? How did that win a mob vote? They're so annoying. Alright, well, look at this. We got ourselves a nice little grassy lawn now. We can do what we like with this chunk. Oh, more lava down there. It's probably the same pool just coming out the corner. That's the lava from our first chunk down there. It's just kind of hard to see because things get that far away, you start to get foreshortening. Man, I got bad luck with getting wheat seeds to spawn today. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I might make some fences and just put a fence around this chunk. Just in case random mobs decide to spawn. They should spawn around here because this is my spawn chunk. I mean, there's my spawn chunk for you. The monolith. It's like 60 blocks higher than the ones around it. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to have to... How am I going to get back up there? I'm going to have to... wait a minute. Is there still water going down one of the sides? I might be able to... Yeah, my ladder is over there. So I just have to get down into that water and then I'll be fine. Also just realizing that this other chunk we got of ocean over here... What biome is this, actually? This is a birch forest? Okay, I guess it must be like a river in a birch forest or something. But it's got a bunch of sand, so that's nice if we want to make something with glass in it. We now have a beach that we can dig up. And then over here, what is this? What biome is this chunk? This is a plains. Okay. Oh, I think plains is where... Oh, no, was it... I don't remember where rabbits can spawn. But they might spawn in here. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this is one way to get back to my ladder. I'm just digging into the wall here. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to go around a little bit. Because if I dig right on the edge, I'll actually break the blocks that the ladder is on. Yeah, okay, cool. So now I have a stop-off point that comes out right at this little chunk. Cool. All right, let's light this chunk up. Won't take very many torches. Might as well do it. And boom. Now hopefully we'll look off the edge someday and see cows down here. Things have developed a little bit here on the chunk world. I left this grassy plains... What biome is this actually? Yeah, it's a plains. I left this chunk alone. And then I looked over here and apparently we had a mob spawn tick. But I had no idea that it would spawn different kinds. I thought it was like one species at a time would try to spawn in, but I literally saw these guys all just pop into existence. So we have 4 chickens, 3 horses, a baby horse, and 1 sheep. I don't think I'm going to have much use for horses in this world, frankly, but I think they might drop leather when killed, so maybe they're worth keeping as substitute cows. The chickens are obviously kind of self-sustaining. I do wish we had another sheep. So right now I only have... It's really funny, actually, because the sheep showed up as a renewable source of wool after I built this monstrosity, which is a spider spawner. It is just a big open platform with a ceiling that is at 1.5 blocks high, and that torch is normally not there, obviously. And all I was doing was I made this little platform that goes away from it. So I'll go stand over here. And this is more than 24 blocks away, so spiders can spawn in the darkness over there. Works better at night just because one of the sides is open for me to be able to see in. But then once the spiders spawn, I run over here, drop down this area, and from down here the spiders can't get to me because it's only 1 block wide. So I just stand down here and slash them as they try to kill me and pick up their string drops. And lo and behold, I got 10 string. So apparently, oh, you guys can get in here. Oh, I don't really want you to do that. I may have to... You guys are all up here. Okay, the chickens are... What the hell? Do they have some AI that tells them to, like, seek higher ground or something? That is really strange. I don't have any other ladders in my inventory. Hopefully that I'll find a way to just knock those guys down. Now that we have a sheep, I really don't need a spider farm. So, because I was just getting the string so that I could make enough wool for a bed. Alright, you have to go back down there, or something bad might happen to you. I won't say what. Alright, stop. Yes, come here. Come and stand right next to me because I have seeds. Voila. And down you go. The only other things that I've been up to, I added a little dock down there for me to go fishing off of. And, oop, that was close. I almost just fell in the pit. And I added some water, a waterfall on the other side to act as a shortcut back up to the top. Let me show you what I made up there. Up on top of our starting chunk, I've expanded the wheat farm. And I put it out in rows because I know it does grow faster that way. Just needed a little more room. And I've grown a couple dark oak trees on this half. But right down here, I have expanded that little area that I dug out for random stone and made this kind of just like a standard base of operations. Just a nice open space with very minor decoration. And then from here I can go and look down on my neighboring chunks. But what I wanted to do on camera is get back into the caves because we've unlocked 2 more chunks, which means we should be able to find some more, what would you call them? Unstable chunk spawners. That's what they're called. So I've got, what do I need here? I need more torches. Let's do that. And then we'll go down there and do a little mining. We got sticks with us, that's fine. Oh, and I also organized my stuff a little bit. Anyhow, cooked salmon has been keeping me alive, and I have a little confession to make. I died twice off camera. So I've changed the rules. We're going to 3 on-camera deaths. One of them was hilariously dumb. I was literally standing here waiting for my furnaces to finish, and then I was going to go fishing to refill my hunger bar. I had no health because I had fallen off and almost died. And a spider just... I don't know where he came from, honestly, because there's nowhere around here that a spider could spawn. It's all lit up, but maybe he spawned down there and climbed all the way up? I don't know, but he climbed in through one of my windows and assassinated me. Let's go downstairs and dig around and find... Oh, you know, I have a fast way here. I left a hole in the wall so I could just walk straight out into my water stream that goes down to my ocean chunk. And then from here it is not hard to get down to the 0 level. I believe if we go this way, we can actually get into the cave from around the side. Yeah, let's go down there. These curtains of water that hang out at the end of the chunk are really handy for going vertically quickly. Yeah, here we go. Just gotta land in there using some caution. There we go. I mostly just didn't want to fall in the pit. Ooh, oh, hey, my glowberries are growing. Yeah, I planted them here because I figured, why not? Put them down in the cave. That makes sense. So that is where the last box was, which means somewhere over here we're going to find the next one. But first, we have to manage the monsters that are over here, because that chunk has a cave in it, and that cave is dark. Let's just give them a path, yeah. Let them come up one at a time and get whapped. Come here, you little asshole. Oh, he got his head caught and couldn't come further up. Anybody behind me? Nope. Ever since zombies started... Oh! Hello. Yeah. Ah, they're like desynced. Okay, one of them fell off. I heard him hit the ground. Oh my god, there's a third one. Okay, they're fighting each other. They're fighting each other. Ah, they're fighting me. What the hell? Buddy, your friend right there is trying to kill you. Why are you Okay. Well, we've got the elite sniper over here. Oh shit, my shield. Oh! Son of a bitch! I was gonna go for the waterfall. I've been assassinated. Again, I might not be very good at Minecraft anymore. I haven't played it much in the last few years. Or at least not in like... At least not when I don't have any armor. I said I have no iron. I'm not spending like 30 iron on armor. See, the smart thing to do would be to just dig around down here in these various chunks and get rid of or collect all the iron that we can find. Yeah, I went far enough away for them to despawn when I respawned. And just collect a bunch of iron and make ourselves a set of armor before we go out here fighting like an idiot. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta live on the edge. This whole chunk is an edge, pretty much. Alright, doesn't look like the cave is gonna reveal another box for free, so we're gonna have to dig for this one. And that means it is time to mine. So I think... What height are we at here? -3. Okay, we actually want to go up a bit before we start digging in. Because I think we want to be, what was it, standing on 0 was what we decided. Because if we're standing on 0, the chunk could appear at our feet, or under our feet, at our feet, or at our face. Yeah, so this would be the height to stand at. And I'm just going to go ahead and dig straight through to the other side of the chunk. A little daylight in here. And unfortunately, this is right on the border between regular stone and deep slate. So some of these blocks are take a little longer to dig out, but this is a... Oh, scheisse. Well, we got lava up there. Let's see if we can come up to it. Yep, that's a pool of lava. All right, well, I have a bucket. Also, I don't see the... Make a little more room. Sure, yeah. I don't see the chest over there, so it's not in that corner at least. You know what? I didn't put on the rule that makes lava source blocks combine. I forgot to do that. I like to do that for these kind of worlds. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn all this lava into obsidian. And then we'll figure it out from there. I think the closest water would be to swim back up here to the ocean and just grab a bucket from anywhere. Finding a chunk with lava in it is not going to be super rare. So I'm not too worried about like losing out on it. Honestly, I want the obsidian more than I want the lava. Do I still hear lava? I definitely still hear lava. Maybe there's a second chunk around here somewhere. Well, not a chunk, but second blob of lava nearby. Well, not that I can see. Well, yeah, mining all the way through is going to be difficult now that I put obsidian in my way, but we'll figure it out. So what I've been doing is, once I reach a certain point on the chunk, like I can go all the way over until I'm 1 block away from the edge. Now we'll just mine across this way, and essentially just do a crisscross applesauce pattern until we find that chest and unlock our next 2 chunks. It may be worthwhile to establish a y level equals 0 mine that we just expand down here, because I think at this height we can find coal and copper and iron, you know, everything a lot of the basic stuff that we need. Yeah, see, there's more lava in this chunk. So it might be handy to just have a strip mine at this level, because we're going to be searching for those boxes anyway, and we could clear out an area at this height and create a connected space underground, like almost like a subway, or maybe just like a secret tunnel system that connects the chunks together underground. It doesn't really need to be like a full-on strip mine. It just needs to be enough for us to find the boxes in each chunk, and also hopefully run into any useful minerals that might be hiding. I have a proposal for the next version of Minecraft. I think that Deep Slate should not make stone pickaxes. It should make Deep Slate pickaxes, and they should mine slightly faster than stone. Just a teeny bit. And it should counteract, basically the time required to mine stone with a stone pickaxe should be the same as the time required to mine Deep Slate with a Deep Slate pickaxe. That's my proposal. Oh, hello. There you are, Mr. Chest. I'll take my 2 unstable chunk spawners, please. I'm going to leave that chest there to remind us that we found it, too. Okay, so now there's going to be another chest in that chunk. And I want to do the same thing that I did here to try and go find it. So first up, I got to get back up to that height. So I got to go up 3 blocks, which should be pretty easy from here. We'll make a little staircase. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll start digging it into the wall and do that same thing that I just did while I mine all the way through around the edges, and then start digging crisscross paths in between until I find the chest. I will say we did get lucky there. It was pretty quick that we found that one, so this one might take a little longer. Because technically, the chest could be in the floor, like under one of these blocks that we're not digging up. We're just kind of hoping that it's not. Because if it's in the wall, we'll see it. And if it's in front of us, we'll see it. If it's in this floor, we'll see it. The only place we won't see it is if it's underneath the wall, which I guess is like a 2 in 9 chance. So, you know, not that likely, but it's going to happen probably before too long. Certainly not impossible. Oh my god, we got lucky again. It was right here in the path. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do, because I've just realized that if I dig out the same pattern in every chunk, I'll actually have a really convenient connected tunnel that goes from one chunk to the next. Like, I think if I continue in this direction, I should run into the tunnel I dug before. Oh, no, because I don't have tunnels in this one because it's just an open cave. But if it was around that chunk, then that would actually work. All right, well, sick. We get to spawn 4 more chunks. Let's go up top and do that, because I got to figure out where I want to put them. And it's going to depend, I think, where I put one is going to depend on where I put the first, because, or on what biome the first is. Although I guess there's really no way for us to plan what the chunk is going to be, so maybe it doesn't really matter where I put them. The only thing I have to consider is the shape of the world I'm making. And I think early on, when we're going to be diving off the edge and trying to snipe minerals and the like, it might be worthwhile to build in something that's not super compact. Like if we build in a square, like if I put a chunk in the little corner of the L that right now is just open air, but it would have chunks on 3 or 2 of its 4 sides, that would mean that we would only, let me show you the area I'm talking about. If I put the next chunk in this empty space, then I'd lose access to these two walls here, and I can't see these two walls on the new chunk. Whereas if I put the next chunk on the end over here, I can see 3 of its sides, you know, from outside the chunk, which gives me an opportunity to snipe some diamonds and iron and stuff, which I think is pretty nice and probably useful. So I think what I might do is, let's go down to the bottom and go off of this chunk. Or should we go off of the ocean one? Let's go off the ocean one. I kind of want to leave the animals there. If that area ends up becoming a thoroughfare, I'll end up having to move the animals somewhere else. Yeah, so let's go this way. This should be interesting because the chunk we make, I think statistically, it's either going to be an ocean chunk or it's going to be a chunk that's taller than this one. So let's see what we get. Oh, that's a lush cave. That's a big lush cave. Wait, whoa. Oh, giant spruce. Hell yeah. Oh, wow. It's not even that much higher up. Oh, I love it. I love it. We got a spruce chunk. Oh, it even has the little, like, miniature, what would you call these? Like, miniature ruins? The random mossy cobblestone. Hell yeah, we just got spruce trees. That is an awesome new chunk. I'm pleased with that. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's get another one. Oh, I should make note. Do I have any wood? Hang on, let me... Okay, I don't know if that's going to break or not. I'll just leave it there for a second. Give me a little wood, sir. I need to make a crafting bench and a sign to remind myself that I saw... what was it? What did I call it? Oh my gosh, my brain. I can't... I've been watching too much TikTok. My mind is melted. Deep cave. No, it's a lush cave. That's what it was called. Lush cave. Lush cave below. Just to remind me. Okay. Wow. Next chunk. We got... Ooh, okay, we got some minerals. Not a whole lot in the way of caves and the like. Okay. Oh, we got like a little mixed chunk. Just a corner of... Just a corner of water, and the rest is... I don't know, what biome is this? Birch forest? Beach? Because there's a lot... Yeah, this is a beach. There's a lot of sand here. Nice. And then this... What is this, like, podzol chunk called? It's an old-growth pine taiga. Okay. Neat. Alright. Oh, look at those assholes down there. One of my off-camera deaths, I was swimming in this column of water and a skeleton sniped me from across the open space. What an asshole. Oh man, look at our little world up there. Oh, it looks like a face. I didn't realize it was going to look like a face. I may have to go add a mouth in the mountains underneath. Okay, do we want to go... Maybe we should check the outside of the chunk. I may have screwed up by not checking the outside of that one for free, but I guess we can still see 2 of the sides. And I didn't notice any big caves. I mean, there was a lush cave in this one, but they tend to be lit up. I didn't notice any dark caves. Yeah, we got plenty of water around here. All right, let's just, let me drop down in the middle somewheres. And we'll go take a look, see if we can snipe some diamonds, iron, and the like. If I'm not... Oh, whoa, okay, easy now. Easy now. If I'm going to try to not die again, which may or may not happen. Oh my god, there's a lot of... Okay, there's a lot of dudes here, actually. I can hear dudes. It's not good. Is this the cave with dudes? Oh my god. Fucking skeletons, man. Oh, he's swimming. Oh shit, he's shooting arrows down at me. No! Get out of my water column. Ah! Oh, okay. I made it. Eat some salmon. Can you not eat with your head underwater? Hello? I can't eat while I'm swimming. I did not know that. Okay, we have to go back up top then. Hopefully there's nobody else in this cave right here. Okay. Whew. Well, that was close. Maybe diving down the edges of the chunks is a bad plan. It does seem to have resulted in me dying once and almost dying another time. But the opportunity to get those free diamonds, man. How can we say no? I guess we could just be, you know, like smart and slightly restrained. But who has that kind of patience, man? Alright, well, the one thing I should definitely have is torches to light up caves I find as I rappel down, so... Let me go explore the sides of these chunks. Alright, clearing caves, heading down to Lush Cave. Oh, this is nice! I like this. I enjoy the Lush Caves. Oh! And we get a free chest! Oh, that's awesome, dude! I didn't even realize I was at Y level 0. That is just straight up lucky. Hell yeah, that's 2 more. I should also start noting which chunks have more glowberries. Nice. Which chunks have their chests still and which I've found. Because I'm bound to forget. I'm going to end up having to check the footage at some point here. So far we've found the chests for our starting chunk, obviously, because otherwise we wouldn't have any other chunks. And we found the chest for the 2 chunks next to it, and the old growth pine taiga, which has a nice lush cave underneath. Yeah, see what I mean? The lush caves are always nice and lit up because of all the glowberries and lichen and stuff. I like exploring them. It feels like a fun adventure underground more than a usual cave does. It doesn't have that, I hope I don't get eaten by a monster vibe, you know? Oof. Ugh. I hate skeletons, man. Alright. Oh, we're gonna get your ass, dude. From the water! Yeah. What? Was there a second one? I think we might have to get rid of that 3 lives rule, guys. There was a second one. Motherfucker! Swim, little buddy! You gotta swim back up, dude! No, don't go down! You gotta swim up, man! You gotta go back up to your home! Oh no. Alright, I gotta... Oh no, one of them fell! Oh, they both fell! Oh no! No, this world is too dangerous for axolotls. Well, I've decided that diving down on the sides of these chunks is just not worth the time. I didn't find a single diamond on any of these 5 sides, so... We have more spawners, though. And I think if we're not going to be chunk diving, we should be building in a big, cool square. So I'm going to go this way next. We're on the lookout for cool... Oh, big lava pocket, water cave. Oh, ocean chunk. All right. Most of them are ocean chunk, I think, statistically. There's going to be a lot of water. 7 out of 10. Too much water. Oh, there's sandstone under there. We'll just go ahead and build all the way across and add another chunk. Maybe I'll try and do a 4x4 box with a 2x2 hole in the middle. That could be fun. Okay, I can't build any farther. That's the edge of the chunk. Next! Oh, it's raining in this chunk. Oh, okay, we saw some caves down there, way down deep. Whoa, okay. I wonder what biome that is. We'll have to get up there and find out. Do I have any ladders? Looks like we're digging a staircase. Huh, just a nice open grassy area. It's easy to work with. We could do a lot with that. I'm kind of surprised at how much taller our first chunk was than everything else. We just happened to roll like an alpine chunk for the first one. Alright, so if I'm going to do a square, I need to go 1 more in this direction. Kind of tempted to go sleep, make it daytime, and clear this rain. Let's do that. Oh, there's dolphins in here. Alright, where was I? Let's spawn another chunk. Ooh, a lot of diamonds in the bottom of that one. Another deep cave. Oh, and a forest. Cool. Let's, ow. Just an oak forest with some dark oak. All right. This chunk will probably end up getting combined with the one next to it since they're both just kind of grasslandy, you know. All right, last one for now. Oh, it's taking a while to spawn. Must be a distant biome. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. One little cave. Oh, there was a fucking dungeon in there. Did y'all see that? That was a dungeon. All right, I think if we go this way, we can hit it. I hope my aim is correct here. Yeah, hello. Let's get right to it. Oh, it's a skeleton dungeon. Perfect. Just what I would have asked for. You guys shoot each other? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right. Cleared that out pretty efficiently. I live a lot longer when my shield doesn't break. All right, well, wait, there's no chest in this dungeon. Oh, I didn't get any loot. All right, well, we got a skeleton spawner at least. We could do something with that, I guess. Check this out now. Now we have like a weird, like, courtyard in the middle. As a reminder, I can't build outside these chunks, so anything that's out in the middle here is just void. Can't build across it, can't bridge across it. So if I want to get from this chunk to that chunk over there, I have to go around. There's no way I'm shortcutting it. Look at this spruce tree that was on the very corner of the chunk. He just got like super trimmed on these two sides. It's so funny looking. I just broke through into a giant cave full of monsters. I backed up and put a wall up because, oh my god. Do you see how many guys are in that cave? Yeah, well, I definitely reached the next chunk. It's just a monster fest. But I did back here find, just on the path, the next two chunk spawners, so that's nice. So we've now got the chunk spawner out from underneath the beach biome. I'll probably go up top and put a sign on it to remind myself. Also, there's zombies around here somewhere that I cannot find, and they're so loud. Alright, sun's out, guns out. Let's go clear that cave. I'm pretty sure that the cave I ran into is that one, right down there. Or maybe the one above it? I'm not sure. All I know is it's a long ways along. I think I made myself an entrance here. Yeah. I may have to make it 3 blocks high. I think it's easier to get into openings in walls when they're not just 2 blocks high. Okay. Yep. Seems like substantially fewer monsters now. And another free chest. Hell yeah. Alright, well. Thank you, sunlight, for lighting up the area. And me going far enough away for the mobs to despawn the area. Delightful. Boom. Take that chest while we're here. Another lush cave. I love it. Can we see the next chest? Is it buried in the moss, maybe? It's bound to be around here. Because we're near the correct height already. Oh, I just broke an azalea bush. Did I get it? I did. Okay. Cool. I love these lush caves. Alright, so now we found that one. I guess I should kind of figure out... Let's figure out what height we're going to land on over here. What I'd done previously is literally just build a path across like that to see where we end up. It's just the easiest way to connect all these up. This is my subway system that I'm making down here at Y level 0. I'm going to have to get rid of you so you don't grow again and block the path. So far we have found... Have we found the chest in every chunk so far? I'm going to have to go upstairs and check. me make sure I have my signage updated. Yeah, we're going to enter here. Okay, so the chest is probably not visible here because it's buried in the floor, or it's just back in that back left corner of the chunk. All right, boom, boom. I have a torching system now that's helping me keep track of where the beginning and end of each chunk is. Just putting a torch 1 block in from the outside of the chunk. So I know if I come out here, there'll be 1 block in the corner here. Yeah, so chest here, and this is the corner chunk. Yeah, this is the beach on the corner, right? I'm already losing count. Yeah, yeah, we have our mountain, and then ocean, taiga, and beach. So this is our beach on the corner. We found this chest, just digging the tunnel. And then I think this next chunk, there's an ocean above us here. No, I missed one. Because the beach was the corner one, but I didn't find it in this chunk yet. Okay. So this chunk, which above us is just grassland, I think? Or was it grassland? Yeah, it was grassland and then ocean. Yeah, so this chunk that's just grassland up here, we have not found, or it was a forest, I think, but it was right next to the beach. We haven't found it in that one yet. Okay, so I'm going to go upstairs and mark, although this can't be the chunk with the ocean above it, because there's no water pouring over the side right here. Let me go up here and figure this thing out. Are those diamonds? I think I just spotted my first spotted diamonds. I think right down there. It might be diamonds, it might be lapis. I'll check it later. This is the sensible way to do it. Look at it from another chunk. Yeah, so it goes beach and then ocean. I guess that makes sense. And then this forest one had the cave under it. Okay. Okay. I will make... Oh no, this was grassland. Forest was corner. Okay. Alright, alright. It's hard to keep track of this stuff underground. But we found the chests in those 3 chunks. That one, and this one. We have not found the chest in the ocean, this forest, or this jungle. Which, by the way, I should probably climb to the top of and light up while we're here. I didn't make much of a hullabaloo about it because I was so excited about the spawner we spotted, but this is a jungle chunk, which means we're going to have jungle wood available to us now too. So we have birch, oak, dark oak, azalea, and jungle. Oh, and spruce. That's the most exciting one, is that we have spruce. Well, I guess that explains how that spider got in my house. He just swam up here from all the way down there, just whoop, up to the very top. Alright, note to self. Replace the water with ladders. This is so goofy to see a spider just... I have now found all of the unstable chunk spawners in these chunks. And I know that because there are only 9 chunks spawned. So basically let me run you through the math here real quick. So we started with that chunk, and we've spawned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chunks. So we've spawned 8 chunks, which means we've found and used the unstable chunk spawners from 4 chunks, because we get 2 from each. So that's 4 down. I've got 10 in my pocket. That's 5 more. So that's 9 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. So we've got them all. And we're going to make some new chunks here, actually. I think I'll go on top of the spider farm to do this. It might be easier than trying not to let my animals out of the fence. Yep, this goes right to the edge. Let's see what we get. Oh, I see little flashes of diamonds, and it's like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get those. Ocean! All right. Oh, I was so... I saw the beach bit on the edge, and I was like, oh, did it happen? Nope, it didn't happen. Oh, also, look at this. Apparently there's a... Whoa! Apparently there's a huge cave underneath my animal pen that I have not explored at all. I'm not going in there. Not right now, at least. Although I did make myself a suit of armor. Everything but the helmet and boots. Well, let's just build across here and make another one. I like a nice ocean chunk. We're going to get a few of those mixed in. But what I really want right now is a chunk that has reeds in it. Or sugarcane. I want sugarcane so that I can make a map. Because I really think a map of this world would look cool. Let's see what we get. Big cave way down below. Some water. Ooh, and a warm ocean. I can just tell from the water being a different color. Neat. 2 ocean chunks next to each other. Maybe we can do something with that. Like build a ship over here. Alright, well. Let's go over a ways. And then we'll go this way. Just kind of keeping the this little path I'm making in the middle of the chunk. I don't know why, but it just feels right. Alright, I don't need my shield right now. It's just getting in the way, and it blocks some of my view, which I don't like. Alright, next chunk. This one, yeah, should fill in the gap between these two. Ooh, I saw a geode down there on the left side. Some underwater caves, and another ocean chunk. Well, we're 3 for 3 on ocean chunks in this corner. Okay. Well, that works for me. I wanna, oh man, I wanna go see that geode thing that's like cut off on the edge down there. That would be so cool. But first, let's fill in the chunks in the center, shall we? I'm kind of eager to see what we get here, because this is gonna determine a lot about what our world looks like. I don't want to have a big gap in the middle forever. It feels uncomfy, you know? That doesn't seem friendly or relaxing. Although it has been nice being able to see down in the edges of stuff, but let's fill her in. Oh, there's a mine shaft in the bottom of this one. Another ocean chunk. Wow. Okay, so one whole corner of our map is ocean. What are the odds of that? I guess not that unlikely, because it did happen. Alright, and then let's go over here and fill in this chunk right next to where we started. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I can't really see. I should have waited until the next day. Oh, it's frozen. Whoa! Whoa! I thought it was going to be a frozen ocean, but it's like an ice peak or something. What is that? It's got caves made of ice, dude. I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm going to need more torches to light it up. There's water in here. How can there be water in here? Isn't it like the whole chunk like ice cold? Also, the way that weather works in this mod pack seems to have been changed a bit, because wow, yeah, it's just a, what even kind of biome is this? It is a deep frozen ocean, but I don't know what about it. I guess it's like the height data gets mixed with the biome data to decide what the chunk actually ends up looking like, and deep frozen ocean becomes a big like ice peak. Huh. This is our 3rd highest biome so far. Then the jungle, and then the outlier where we started. I wonder if that's something the mod pack always does. Gives you a really tall biome to start with. I don't know. Well, we've got 5 more spawners, and oh god, there's a fucking crevasse. This chunk is dangerous. Oh, and I'm being shot at from... Yep, okay, cool. Oh god. Swim away. Swim away. I'm gonna hide over here. Ah! This may not have been a great hiding spot. Can I... Where did he go? Is he struggling to swim right now somewhere? He's gone. Maybe he gave up. It's weird to see the ocean floor split into 4 colors like that. Alright, well, noted. I definitely have to get more torches to light up the ice caves in this chunk, or that's going to become annoying really quickly. So let me do that. And I'll actually go ahead and sleep. We can see the next chunks better. Whee! Oh, there's salmon in this chunk, though. That's nice. I like the ones that you can just catch by swimming around. Well, I say catch, but hunt and eat. Where did his meat go? Did it go flying off the edge? Did they both go flying off? Where's my fish meat? Where is my lunch, god damn it? Yep, they're just gone. They both yeeted their meat into the pit. Yet another reason to get this next chunk ready sooner rather than later. Also, look down here. Not only is it a frozen deep ocean, it connects to the underwater cave in this chunk. Oh, how weird is that? We got glow squid down here too. That is neat. And then, yeah, that connects to this fucking cave where these guys have been harassing me from. I've been shooting arrows out of that cave down there for a while now. I mean, alright, well, let's light up the caves in this ice bit up top, and then we'll... Also, this seems like it doesn't melt, this blue ice, or packed ice, or whatever this is. So that's kind of nice. It means we can light it up without just melting all of it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the giant ice wall next to my next to my coop, though. Do I have a conveniently placed door? Yes, I do. Hell yeah. I put that in before I even spawned the other chunks, so... I'll put you there. Put another one there. Then I think I have to go kind of around in order to get up top here and light up the last bit. I don't think there's another cave up here, but just lighting up the top part seems like a good idea. Yeah, that should work. Good enough. Put another torch here-ish. Why not? Okay. We don't have to build out very far to get ourselves another chunk ready to go here. I think... Oh, I need to go one more tile. And I have no blocks that don't just immediately fall. Come to me, my dirt. I believe that is all the way to the edge. Maybe. Yeah, that's the edge. Alright. Next chunk. Got some deep caves. Nothing too exciting. And... Whoa! Oh! Another forest. Alright. I like getting some varying land masses. What do we got here? Another spruce forest, too. Cool. No reeds yet, though. That's like the #1 thing I want, because I need to see a map of this. This is gonna look so weird. I think I've got to check that. Oh, look at this! I didn't even realize this went all the way out to the other edge of the. It's like it happens to match up perfectly. How funny is that? Okay, and then one more, just to fill in this gap. Come on, reeds. Got some caves down there. Oh, grassland. All right. Okay, okay. Oh, still no reeds. What are we going to do, man? What are we going to do? Where should we put the next chunk is the question. I'm going to go ahead and spawn, you know, I don't know, 3 more? Maybe I'll save these and spawn I'll save them up until I can expand it out to 5x5 or something. I don't know. Let's go up top and take a look at the world. We can get a sense for things. Look at this weird, weird world. So we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 16 were ocean chunks. So about half is ocean. And we've not gotten these 7 in the middle here are where there's still unstable spawners to find. I kind of like having this pillar here being up so high be the corner. So I might just try and fill in along the outer edge there and make it, you know, bigger and bigger square in that direction. Which means I'm going to put 3 more chunks over here right now because I really want a map. I'm still hoping for reeds. All right, it's been a minute in this world, and I got some stuff I want to show you. First off, let me go and show you where I put my map. At last, finally, I got a spawn chunk, or I got a chunk to spawn that had sugarcane in it, and it was a swamp. And what's funny is I actually didn't even notice, and I kept spawning more chunks and looking because it was just one piece. And then finally I spawned this chunk, also a swamp, that had the 2 sugarcane over here were growing right on the edge, right just barely in the chunk. So now I've propagated those out and spread them to the rest of the world. So what I want to show you is this world is really strange. Building in a world like this is really challenging, partly because it's so hard to plan ahead. There's no way to know like what the view out your window is going to be. Like if I build a house in this area here, which by the way, this chunk spawned in 2 separate pieces. The top and the bottom were totally disconnected. There was like 2 blocks of air in between, and I've just flattened it. If I was to build a house here, like I don't know if the very next chunk right there is like 100 blocks high and just totally blocks my view with stone. It's like I don't know. It's really strange. It's like you have to expand to a certain size and then decide like, okay, I'm done, or I'm done expanding in that direction. So you know for sure like what your world is going to look like. And even after all the chunks I've spawned, this is still a really small Minecraft world. Like the total number of chunks right now is only 64. So let me show you the map. The what is it? F1 to, yeah, look at that. Can I crouch? Yeah. So you can see the way it's laid out. It's so strange. You'll end up with, like, I have this channel of water that's like 7 or 8 chunks long, right through the middle, pretty much on the middle right there, and then like a big lake over on the left, and it's like half the time you get water, and then if you don't get water, you're most likely to get a chunk that's like between like 5 and 10 blocks above sea level. And then maybe 1 in 8, you get a chunk that's really fucking tall. It's like, how do I, like when the world was just this one really tall chunk and everything else was kind of down lower, it was a little bit easier to imagine putting builds in it. But now that I've got all these other tall chunks just kind of strewn about, like big builds, there's no real like big flat space to build something. And getting around is like, oh God, it's like an amplified world. There's ladders everywhere. And I've actually started putting in water chutes on the sides of my taller chunks that I ascend a lot. But anyhow, as challenging as it is to build traditional builds, this area did inspire me to do some kind of funny builds. Because these chunks seem like they're spawning from far away, it kind of feels like I'm taking them from another world. And so with that theme in mind, look at that. Some poor guy's starter house got cut in half. I took one of his chunks. Just sliced it right off at the end there. There's actually 3 builds with this theme that I've done in this world. And the first one is, yeah, this little starter house. You can see in there, he's got a barrel, a chest, and a workbench. And I think like a sign and an item frame. I don't know what that's about. And then just some torches. Like pretty basic house. This had to have been like an early build. I haven't actually checked to see if he's got anything in his chest or not. You know, it's like the lore. I'm going to leave it. It doesn't belong to me. But it is funny that it was stolen from another world. But then if I come around this other way, first off, I have... I love the goofy split in half trees. I've decided to leave them. There's actually 4 of them in this one strip of 2 chunks here that got split right at the line. So like, how perfect is that? This has been my life lately. It's just swimming quickly and climbing ladders is the only way to get around this world. I feel like if you have a world with this kind of terrain differential, you really have to come up with creative ways to get around. And Elytra would be nice, but trying to get to the end, good luck getting a chunk to spawn that happens to have an end fortress in it, or whatever the hell they're called these days, a stronghold. Down here, look at this. So the chunk border is right here, and it looks like this must have been the edge of like a larger landmass over in this direction, because this guy built a bridge that just goes up and then cuts off at the edge of the chunk. That's as far as we get. Just a bridge that goes to nowhere. And I find that really quite funny. Thinking about like, oh, you know, in this guy's world there's just a big hole where like the end of his bridge is gone and it's just a fucking pit down to the void. I find that humorous to imagine. And then finally, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go a long way around. That's the other thing with this world is like, if you don't dig tunnels like through the lower parts of these tall chunks or create little paths, I have little like mouse trap paths everywhere to try and connect up all these weird chunks. Like over here, you can either go up and get onto the higher level chunks, which by the way, even with the 64 chunks I've spawned, I still only have 1 cow. But I also dug this chute right here that lets me go past these 2 really tall chunks and get over to this area. There he is, my single cow making an appearance. But my, oh, I actually haven't gone up these stairs in a while. I need to add another block. You can just look over there and see half of a house. That just makes me laugh. Yep, our 1 cow. I haven't even bothered bringing him to a pen because he's useless without a friend. But the other thing is, this world gen does give you ideas for like weird and crazy builds. Like check out this ravine cut into a jungle over here. And if let me go across. Yeah, I have some stairs there. So much of this getting around in this world is jumping down a long distance into water. But like look at how this ravine cuts in and there's water at the bottom and it connects to these water chunks that just happen to be next door. And there's these little like chutes, like vertical or horizontal channels in the side. It looks just perfect to put like a library or maybe like a villager trading center or something in. So like you can look at weird terrain like this and come up with an idea of what to put there. But there's just my biggest complaint with this world design is that there's just no consistency. Like nothing connects. So I've been leaning into that with these builds and building things that are literally broken. And so yeah, here's the initial swamp chunk. We just got 1 sugarcane. That was what started it all. And then if I come back around, oh, and by the way, these water channels are actually pretty fast. If you do the double click swim and hold down spacebar, you swim upward pretty quickly. So that's been my method for getting up to high places. It's way faster than a ladder. And I've literally just put like a trapdoor on the top to stop the water from pouring out the side. But anyway, I don't want to be up here. Luckily, any amount of water breaks a fall, so you can just jump down to almost anywhere in this world. But then let me swim over here. I was also lucky to get a couple warm oceans where dolphins will spawn. So check this out. Down here, this is one of the few actual builds I've put in. I just have a hole in the wall because the chunk... Oh, there's a preview of the next section. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about it. This is just like the front third of a ship. It just got cut off by the chunk generation. That's the idea, at least. The chunk border, you know, is right here. And it just barely fits into the rest of the chunk. And you can see like the cross-section of the deck, the mast, the rigging, and then underneath, like, they've got barrels and chests and like food stores and the like. And it's just there, just in 1 chunk, 1/3 of a ship, somehow still floating. I could have made it a sunken ship, but I feel like that doesn't. There's no physics in Minecraft anyway, so it doesn't matter. You could leave it as a floating ship. In here is the Spawnier, which is that one skeleton spawner that we saw pop in. I've now spawned in so many chunks around it now that I have to swim to it underwater in order to get to the entrance. But I have it set up with a basic couple water channels to hit all the skeletons that get washed down to this little corner. And I've been using that to mend my one mending tool. I have a diamond pickaxe with mending and efficiency 4. Both of those books came from fishing. I just got really lucky. Hello, dolphin. I love the dolphins giving me extra speed to swim around. But yeah, I really like my 1/3 of a ship build. Let me go over to the ground over here and get a better look at the angle. It's kind of funny because if you look at it from one angle, you're like, oh, like that's the front of a complete build. But you look at it from the other side, and it's like that's a weird cross section of a build. It's just like the front of a ship just cut off right there. I love it. But yeah, that's the that is really all I've got for this world. I've been thinking about other builds and like things I could put in, but really like other than stuff that's been cut in half by the chunk generation, I don't know how you could actually build long term in this world, at least how I could, because to me, like I said, there's just no way to plan ahead. You don't ever know like what you can't go to the top of a cool mountain and then be like, okay, I'll build a base here and then look around and here's my view. Yep, I like how this view looks. I'll build my house here. It's like I can't build anything permanent because then if I spawn another chunk next door, it might just like ruin the vibe. Like I really hate that giant ice block that's just right next to the main chunk. But it also worked out. And maybe this is how maps always work, but the chunk that I spawned in is right in the middle of a map. So I actually had to make 4 maps in order to get this world just because of the direction I happened to build in. And it worked out that I had done an 8x8 and it's right on the corner of 4 maps. It took me a second to even puzzle together how these 4 what order they were in here, because it all looks the same. That's so strange. In all of this, I never spawned a desert. I never got a desert. I got Badlands and a wooded Badlands. I never got a desert. So and I also never got rosewood, or what is it called? Cherry blossom. I never got a cherry blossom. I did get a grove, which I think is this biome over here. It's really high altitude. I think that's where the cow spawned actually. And the one advantage of that is it's one of the few biomes where emeralds spawn. I also have not gotten any pieces of a village. So I think the real appeal for this kind of world gen and the way I would recommend to play on this is go in hardcore. And then if your world is like weird and crappy and you die, it's like whatever. But if you happen to get some good spawns and maybe you get like a village or some other like really good chunk that gets spawned in that helps you get started in the beginning, that would be like a big world-changing event. And it would make every chunk that you spawn in feel more impactful. Although I will say, probably about half of them are still going to be oceans. Anyhow, this has just been a little one-shot video of some random Minecraft. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And once again, if you want to play on this kind of world, I'll have the download for this world in the description, as well as a link to Legundo's video and the mod pack that you can use to make this world yourself if you want to generate your own. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.